This is Jesus. What if everything your parents told you about him was wrong? What if he wasn't born in Judea 2,000 years ago and didn't grow up to be the most famous Jewish carpenter in history after Harrison Ford? What if instead he was born in 2004 in Roxborough, Pennsylvania, and he was now 14, and like every other 14-year-old, he thought school was boring, that his air guitar was epic, that grown-ups were all idiots, and that the whole world was against him? What if he just wanted to be left alone so he could choose his own path, control his own destiny, and follow his own dreams? To hell with whatever his parents wanted. What made his parents such geniuses anyway? Was it a big deal that his father created heaven and earth? Not when you consider that's all he did, and he hasn't created anything since. There was a guy in China named Kai Lun who was a big star way back during the Han Dynasty because he invented paper. But nobody gives a shit about him now. Why should they? They're too busy looking at what's printed on paper to waste time thinking about who invented it. Same thing with God. Him being pissed off that nobody is appreciating him every time they look out the window is the same thing as being pissed off that nobody is appreciating the screen whenever they go to the movies, or the alphabet whenever they read a book, or Alexander Graham Bell whenever they get a nutshot video on their phone. Was it a big deal that this Jesus' mother was a virgin? No. Every 14-year-old boy's mother is a virgin. In fact, any 14-year-old boy who's ever made the mistake of imagining his mother doing anything sexual has ended up pulling his eyes out, putting them in his mouth, chewing them up, and swallowing them. In other words, this Jesus' mother had an organ donor card boasting of a uterus in mint condition, still in its original wrapping and smelling like the goddamn factory. So how is this Jesus ever going to cleanse the world of sin and inspire everybody to follow him into paradise? How is he going to become the Prince of Peace, the light of the world, the King of Kings, the "Yo, suck it, Charles Darwin"? There could only be one answer.
Karate!
All right, two answers.
More karate! Peel your skin back to show what you're made of.